Hey everybody, SamBee here, and I am here to show you how I knit for both beginners and also how I knit Continental. So this is my typical way of knitting. So what you will need is a ball of yarn, some knitting needles, and the willingness to learn. What you are going to do is practice pulling your yarn and holding it in this hand. So what you are going to do is take your yarn and you are going to loop it over your pinky. Loop it over, under these fingers, over this one, and hold. Now what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to practice this a few times because this is the entire key to knitting. Once you do this, it is going to be so much easier to handle the needles in your hands and see how things have gotten twisted over here. Just twist them back. It's going to be so much easier to hold your knitting and make your stitches once you are confident with how you hold your yarn. So again, we're going to loop it over the pinky, under those three fingers, over your index, and hold. Now, if you're using especially thin yarn, you're going to want to maybe loop your yarn twice over your pinky. This will give you more tension and more control. Your yarn won't slip as easily. Now you're going to be pulling your yarn consistently through. You can see how it's moving, okay? So you are going to want this to be decently loose when you are pulling a stitch. That way you can pull it off your needle and watch my yarn. See how I'm releasing it? And pull it onto that other needle. Now, what else you can do is you can bend your fingers. If you bend these fingers, this yarn isn't going anywhere. If you open them, they go through. So keep that in mind. If you need more control, bend your fingers. However bent your fingers are and your yarn falls into the creases of your hand, then it won't pull through as easily. But I would practice this several times until you feel like this is second nature, because you're going to be doing this consistently. Wrap and pull. So, Continental knitting, I will show you this in slow motion. What you do is, and I should tell you, you see how my middle finger is resting against these stitches? Your knitting is not only done in your index and thumb fingers, all of your fingers can help you. As you can see, these stitches here, I am holding with my thumb in my right hand so they don't slip off. I'm guiding my needle like a knife with my index finger guiding the point. I go through the front loop of my yarn and I wrap my yarn over my needle. I slide it through. With my index finger, I'm pulling it taut. And you can see back here, my fingers are a little bent, so that way when I pull my yarn, I'm not pulling it too much. It's keeping it taut. That's also known as tension. I pull my yarn off the needle. And that's how it's done. So let's do it one more time. Through the front loop, wrap the yarn over, index finger and thumb are holding these in place so they don't slip off. Thumb and fingers back here are holding these in place. So immediately I grab this with my thumb. These stitches are being held way back here with my index finger. So my thumb is helping me make sure that my stitches don't fall off. And then once this is securely on here and my thumb is holding it in place, I slip it right off. And this is what I do every time. So you can see it is awfully fast once you get the hang of it. Now I'll show you in slow motion one more time. I'm holding these stitches back with my index finger and my thumb, going through the front loop of my knitting needle, wrapping the yarn around, pulling it taut, slipping it off that needle, and then grabbing them back with my thumb and index finger so they don't fall off. And the whole time my non-working stitches are being held with these 3 fingers and my thumb. It kind of helps balance things. So the only finger that's really out there and doing nothing right now is my index finger. And if this is a little finicky at first when you are first learning how to do it, just practice with a project you already have. Knit up to the point that you are used to with throwing, and then start doing this, or practice holding your yarn and pulling it. Practice holding your needles and controlling them without even having any yarn on them, and that's going to help you a little bit. Some people pick this up immediately and catch on very quickly. SamBee is one of those people. I was not. I had to understand the mechanics of it. So understanding where I keep all of my fingers would have been a huge help to me when I first started knitting. But that's not something that I had. So that is why I'm teaching you this way. So now that you know where all your fingers are supposed to be, these fingers back here are balancing your knitting needles in the back. These fingers are holding your stitches in place. Now, insert, wrap, or pick, pull through the loop. I'll show you one more time. Insert through the front, grab it, pull through, and then lift off. And then, did you see how my index finger immediately grabbed that? So if you are working at the very tip of your needles, and you are just learning how to knit, or you're a very tight and tense knitter, which is something I highly recommend you work on, because being a tense knitter is not a fun knitter. Well, it's not fun knitting for you. I recommend holding things as far back on your knitting needles as you possibly can. If you are holding it tight up here, you have to be careful because your stitches can pop right off. It's way more likely that these are going to fall off this tip. Also, your gauge might get messed up because you might be pulling your yarn tight on the tip of your knitting needle and not all the way back here where the width is at gauge for your knitting needle size. So again, insert, and see how I'm holding this stitch as I'm inserting so it doesn't pop off. If I was not holding that stitch, it'd be going all over the place. Holding it helps me grab it. And then there's my last stitch. Pull it through, and we are done. And you can see this is a little loose back here. That's because that's my my slip knot. If I pull it a little bit, it'll tighten it up a little, but you don't want to pull it too much. Now, row 2. Now this is going to be a little bit easier because that isn't my cast on edge anymore. To do row 2, you literally just flip it. Working stitches are always going to be in your left hand, needle, and your worked stitches will be in your right hand needle. So that's how you always remember. You always have this in your left hand. You always hold your yarn and your working stitches in your left hand. Now let's do it again. You see where my hands are? And you can't see it too well, but now you can. Slightly bent. So that means that I can pull my yarn, but it's not super loosey-goosey. It is just tight enough. Through the front loop. Snag it back here. Pull it taut so it doesn't fall right off. Slip it off. Insert, snag, keep your tension taut, slip off. And there you go. That's continental knitting. But I hope this maybe helped you with the mechanics of continental knitting. And please like and subscribe. Thank you.